Old Man by Neil Young is going to be played in standard tuning, and it comes out of kind of D major formation for the most time. I'm kind of basing this off of what I can hear on his Massey Hall performance back from, I guess, the early 1970s. One stipulation about the way his guitar is tuned there, his guitar is tuned somewhere between standard tuning, which is where I'm at right here, and a half step down. So really it's a illogical thing to try to tune to because it's not actually sitting on any certain tuning. And I don't know why that is, but anyway, for the purposes of this lesson, we will just be in standard tuning. So the opening chord you hear is a version of an F chord. You're going to make it like similar to a D shape, but it's going to be slid up 1, 2, 3 frets higher than a D shape, and it won't involve your second finger. So your first finger will be on the 3rd string 5 fret, your ring finger will be on the 2 string 6 fret, and you'll have an open 1 string. You'll be strumming from the open 4 string down to the open 1. And then there's just kind of cross-picking, just interplay that happens between those strings. And I don't know that it's always necessarily following a pattern, but I think I'm usually going 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, I think. Something along those lines. Anyway, you can play around with that and find something that feels good for you. And then after jingling on this for like 1 round, it slides down to an actual D chord. So you'll slide your ring finger down to the 2 string 3 fret and hammer on with your first finger to the 3 string 1 fret and with your second finger to the 1 string 2 fret. And you can hear a pick down across like 1, 2, 3 there, and then you hear that little hammer or that little pull off happen. So you'll put your first finger down, not your first finger, you put your pinky finger down on the 1 string 3 fret and then pull it off to where your second finger still is on the 1 string 2 fret in D position. You'll hit the 3 string and then you'll hit the 2 string, the 2 string 3 fret, and then open up the 1 string, and then it comes back up to this original F, and you usually hear him hammer on into that by lifting his first finger off of the 3rd string as his ring finger slides up to the 6th fret, and then hammering down first finger to the 3 string 5 fret. And then more interplay, and then D. That goes back and forth for a while, and then it goes. So what that is, and this is where kind of the verse riff begins, you'll hammer on into this D position. And most of the strumming is just down, up, 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 with different emphasis at different times depending on what you're hammering on and pulling off, but mostly it's just. So, it's the D chord you hammer on into with the first finger to the 3 string 2 fret, and then you're going to move to a version of an F chord. What Neil Young appears to do is he goes with his ring finger to the 5 string 3 fret, pinky finger to the 4 string 3 fret, first finger to the 2 string 1 fret, and goes kind of down, up right there between the 5, 4, and 3 strings before hammering on his second finger to the 3 string 2 fret. Pulls that back off, goes then to a C chord. The way that you move to the C chord is leave your first finger where it's at on the 2 string 1 fret, shift your ring and pinky fingers down 1 set of strings so that your ring finger's on the 6 string 3 fret, pinky finger's on the 5 string 3 fret, and you'll hammer on with your second finger to the 4 string 2 fret. And the first time this C gets played, and after the first verse that this C gets played right here, it's a slightly different rhythm. It goes. Yeah, that's what it does. The way that you're going to do that, sorry, I was thinking about it. Hammer on with your second finger to the 4-string 2 fret, and then hit the open 3 string and immediately move your second finger to hammer on to the 3-string 2 fret. Pull off to expose the open 3 string. Put your second finger back down on the 4-string 2 fret, so we've got then you're going to open up the 4 string and move into a G chord. I'm pretty sure is what it does. Yeah, so it moves down into a G chord by moving with your ring finger to the 6th string 3 fret, pinky finger pulled back to the 1 string 3 fret, and then you can kind of hammer on with your second finger to the 5-string 2 fret, and then it repeats. On the repeat, it doesn't repeat purely the way it just went. The repeat will be the D chord to the F chord, to the C chord, back up to the F chord. So the second time that you hit this C chord, it's not with the whole, it's not that whole hammer-on thing, it's just one simple hammer-on with second finger hammering down to the 4-string 2 fret, and then comes back up to the F chord. And you can, there's interplay there with your second finger hammering down to 3-string 2 fret versus 3-string being open. Repeat back to the D, to the F, to the C, then down to the G, and this is where the lyrics start. So the first round of lyrics would be D, F, C, G. Hammer on in that G as well. The second line of lyrics would be D, F, C, back to the F. Third line of lyrics is D, F, C, G, so we've repeated the first line. The fourth line of lyrics, though, there is a change. It goes, so this is leading into the chorus. It goes D chord to a C chord. So we've skipped over the F chord the first time. D chord to a C chord, up to the F chord, and then down to the G chord. And on this G chord is where it builds for the chorus. You can hear a walk-up usually happen there of 6-string 3 fret, open 5-string, first finger to the 5-string 2 fret, second finger to the 5-string 3 fret, and then hitting the open 4 string while your left hand fingers move into D position. And this is the first chord of the chorus. And you can hear the pinky finger go down to the 3-string, you can hear the pinky finger go down to the 1-string 3 fret, pull off to second finger on the 1-string 2 fret, and then open up the 1 string, and then go to an A minor. The A minor will be an open 5-string, second finger to the 4-string 2 fret, ring finger to the 3-string 2 fret, first finger to the 2-string 1 fret, open 1 string, strumming from the 5 open string down. So we've got a D to an A minor. The first time the A minor comes, you can hear the pinky go down to the 2-string 3 fret, and then move into an E minor. The E minor would be shifting your second and ring fingers just down 1 set of strings with everything else open. So your second finger sitting on 5-string 2 fret, ring finger sitting on 4-string 2 fret. Everything else is open. And then before coming back up to the D, so this is the chorus that I'm explaining here, before coming back up to the D, you hear a quick pickup note of a G. That would be like a down strum on the E minor, and then an up strum into the G chord, and then back to the D chord. So the chorus essentially is D to the A minor. It holds the D twice, so the A minor, E minor, G. One point here to make about the A minors. I mentioned that the first time your pinky finger goes down at the 2-string 3 fret. All other times, pretty much your first finger just will lift off the second string to open and expose the open 2 string, so that it sounds like this. That would be down strum, lift your first finger, strum up, and then your next strum down is the E minor. Versus the first time, your pinky goes down on the 2-string 3 fret. And that would be down, down, and then up into the E minor. up into the G, repeat. All right, so that is the chorus. After that, it goes back into that verse progression. It hits that little lick inside of the C again, and then it comes back up to this odd F chord, jangles around on that for a little bit, then goes back into the typical verse progression. So those are the chords and the movements to Old Man by Neil Young. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.